Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's McDonald to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Throwing is McDonald. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. McDonald sets to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Shifts past him at the 45. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Boy, CeeDee Lamb, so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. McDonald. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And in for the Lions, touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority run.
They go play action with Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Charles Harris drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. McDonald looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
14. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here from 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Out of the gun, McDonald. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Jackson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Pitts here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was a first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. To throw is Jackson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds here. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets
fighting for the end zone, he lost the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him to 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions, point game. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. McDonald. This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
McDonald sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's McDonald to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is McDonald. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete.
Go time, baby!
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Lions 28. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action with McDonald. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 28.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 56, Lions 35. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Throwing on first down. McDonald complete. It's Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's...
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. On 1st and 10, McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 23. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Oh, yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.